So one thing we really like to do here at Keto Chow is make ice cream using Keto Chow. It's extremely satisfying to make an entire meal into a delightful frozen soft serve treat. And there are a lot of different ice cream makers that are out on the market. And sometimes that makes it a little difficult to figure out which one you can or should or whatever buy. We get actually asked quite frequently, hey, what ice cream maker should I use in order to make Keto Chow? So after we got that same question, I think it was 3 times in one day a few weeks ago, I finally decided, you know what, we're just going to get a bunch of different ice cream makers, test them out, and see which ones work best, well, kind of for the price, for making Keto Chow ice cream. Now, one of the things that's unique about making Keto Chow into ice cream is that there is a lot of water in the mix compared to a typical ice cream mixture. And it's because we use milk protein isolate and xanthan gum and a few other things in order to make it as thick as it is. It seems like it's the same thickness as a regular ice cream base, but there's a lot more water and actually less cream. And so that makes it challenging to make a good ice cream because that water forms a lot of large ice crystals. And quality ice cream is marked by small, even ice crystals. So yeah, Keto Chow is difficult to make into a good ice cream with very small ice crystals. And also with Keto Chow as an ice cream, it makes a good soft serve, but it does not make a hard ice cream. And if you try to take Keto Chow ice cream that you've made a soft serve and put it into the freezer, it will turn into a solid chunk of ice. And then you have to wait for it to thaw, and then it's still good. But you can't really, you can put it into the freezer to harden up a little bit, like when you're cleaning up. But all that's going to do is the outside is going to freeze into this, I don't know, into this hard outer shell with the inside still very soft. And that's just that's just how it is. It's going to be a soft serve. Now, as far as ice cream makers go, there are 3 main kinds. You've got the old-timey kind where you put chunks of ice and rock salt around a thing and it sits there and spins, and you know, you got the kid out there cranking away in his knickerbockers sort of thing. Anyway, newer ones use a bowl. It's essentially like blue ice. It's a bowl that's full of a gel that you have to put into the freezer for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. That gets really cold and takes up a lot of room in your freezer. And then you're able to take that out and use it to make ice cream. Really cool. No salt required is what they usually bill it as. And then you also have, interestingly enough, you have ones that have an actual compressor, a freezing unit built into the ice cream maker. These ones are cool because you can actually do batch after batch after batch after batch, and all you have to do is clean out the bowl that you're using and you can make another batch. Now, we didn't test out any of the old-timey ones. Those are really good for large batches of ice cream. Like, I think we actually have one in our basement that'll make, I think it's like 1.5 gallons of ice cream at a time. Last time I used that was I helped a kid with a science fair project, and it was about whether or not adding more salt or less salt will change the freezing time. Yes, it does. Anyway, but we didn't test out any of those for the. I've actually tried making Keto Chow using one of those ice cream makers in the past. It did not work very well. But we wanted to test out, I believe it was 5 of the freezer bowl style and 2 compressor style. So let's go ahead and meet our contenders now. So starting with the smallest and least expensive, we have the Dash My Pint 0.4 quart ice cream maker. This thing is extremely tiny and only holds 1/3 of a serving of Keto Chow at a time. It is cheap at $20 on Amazon and is relatively easy to find in brick and mortar stores like Target. Next we have the Americana Maximatic EIM 520. It's a 1 quart. This one is still quite small, but it is able to hold an entire serving of Keto Chow with no overflow. I bought this one for $33 on Amazon. There is a slightly larger version. We'll get to that in a second. The next ice cream maker is also made by Dash. It's the DIC 001 AQ 1 quart. Anyway, this easily holds a full serving of Keto Chow with ample expansion room. This one's a bit tricky to find though. I got it on Amazon for $67, but it's currently only available from third-party sellers for $171. Interestingly, the exact same lid and mixer design are also available from VPOC for $56, leading me to think that it's the same product with different branding. The VPOC claims to be 1.5 quarts, which actually sounds more accurate than Dash's 1 quart. Next we have the Cuisinart 1.5 quart frozen yogurt ice 21P1, which comes in a stink load of different colors for $70. This is one of the preferred ice cream makers by Carrie Brown, keto ice cream guru extraordinaire, and proved to be one of our favorites, as you'll soon see. The final freezer bowl maker is the Cuisinart Ice 30BC 2 quart. This one is supposed to be $120, but for whatever reason, it's the same $70 as the previous Cuisinart, despite having a larger capacity and being much cooler looking. Now we have the first compressor style. The Winter ICM 15LS 1.6 quart is far more expensive than the previous models at $220. But the bowl does not need to be pre-frozen for 12 to 24 hours. You can actually make multiple batches, one right after the other. Strangely, extra bowls are still quite pricey at $30. The 1.6 quart bowl is just the right size for a full serving of keto. For a baseline comparison, we also ran a batch in the Cuisinart Ice 100 1.5 quart that Miriam bought for Father's Day several years ago. At $300, it's really expensive compared to many of the freezer bowl makers, but it makes really good ice cream. We could have also tested the Winter ICM 200LS 2 quart that we have at the Keto Chow office, but it makes essentially the exact same results as the Cuisinart one. This model is currently $290, but we got it on a Prime Day special in 2019 for $260. This ice cream maker gets a lot of use here at the office. We have 3 bowls and 2 paddles so that people can use it while someone else is eating theirs. It's actually really cool. Here we are. We've got our roundup of ice cream makers. These are the put the bowl in the freezer kind. Starting from, we got the little tiny guys.
That's so cute.
We got slightly smaller, larger ones, larger. And if we go over here, we've got the Winter, I think that's a 1.6 quart, and I think that's a 2 quart. Actually, I'm not sure. Thank you. So these are our compressor ones. I'm putting them on a different circuit breaker, because these guys actually suck down a lot of power. These guys do not.
And you can see that you already have the bowl. So do you want me to take them apart so you can see the pieces?
Oh, I already did that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I guess
yeah, so I got B-roll shots for each one of them. Okay. So what we're going to do, I mixed up some Keto Chow yesterday. I think that's banana. We've got pistachio, probably banana again, pistachio, strawberry, banana and strawberry, I think. So we've got a good mixture of different flavors. I didn't want to do chocolate or chocolate peanut butter because those have slightly different carb counts, whereas all of these flavors, even though they're different, they work out to be almost exactly the same. So we are going to fill these up, get them going, and see how they do. Oh, that's root beer. This one's root beer. Not banana. I've got, some of them are banana, some are root beer. So this guy is small. This is the Dash, this tiny one. This one's only going to be able to do about half of a serving. So I'm going to fill that one up and get it going. The other one should be able to hold a full serving. This one in particular will not. And I'm going to fill it up to about right there. I don't want it to go too far over. I think that it's actually, oh, you know what? It's actually able to go a little bit more than that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that one going. Oop. I guess that's what it does. You can't see anything, so.
Do you want to turn on the timer?
Sure.
Here, let me hold it, and you can pour them in, because then we can get them all going at the same time. Look how cute they are. I love the teal colors.
That one might overflow as well.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's the nostalgia one. Okay. This is the dash.
Which those look the same, but they're not close to the same size.
Well, well, that one's banana. Yum. The banana ice cream is one of my favorites. Okay. Let's do some more pistachio. This one's interesting because the bowl rotates and the beater bar stays still.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a very interesting design.
Oh, that's crazy. You can't really. Oh yeah, you can see it rotating.
This one is definitely strawberry. All of these were mixed up with heavy cream. Yum.
So that one also has the bar being stationary.
Yeah.
Look how sleek that looks, though. It's so pretty. All of these are so cute. I know, because cuteness matters.
It does.
Matters to you. Okay, and then these are started about a minute later than the rest, but that's still pretty close.
Yep.
Okay.
This is, well, it's super dirty.
Some dirty dishes.
Because this is
the one we use.
We use this all the time.
Oops, I'm sorry. Let me back up.
Root beer.
This is root beer. And the one that we use all the time. The thing that we found with the one that we use is it gets frozen on the sides, but it still works really well.
Yeah.
And if you don't get the lid tight all the way, it won't work.
Okay, now this one I've never used before. This one's really interesting.
This is the winter?
A tiny one, yeah.
Oh, that's cute though. So that's the 1.6?
I think so. Which, that one actually might be a 1.5, but this one's more vertical.
Yeah, it's skinny
Much smaller
and taller.
footprint. And we have the larger 2-quart one at work, which actually behaves the same as the Cuisinart. I was going to bring the other one home, and I'm like, you know what? They're the same.
So 50 minutes.
Away it goes.
So we'll see how long they really take.
These rarely take 15 minutes.
50.
Did I say 15?
You said 15.
Okay. These rarely take 50 minutes. So, away we go.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. We'll probably come back in a few minutes, or I don't know, 15, 20 minutes and see how they're looking. That's obviously getting cold. Oh, you want to look at this? Whoops.
That was fun. That one, I'm not sure how well that one's working. But
is it all the way on? Oh, it's
Yeah.
totally moving. It's like loose.
yeah, that's what it does. It's just setting on there. But it's vibrating, so it's slowly
Oh, that's why
spinning.
it's spinning. Okay. So, really, I imagine all of them will probably work. Oh, I'm like, this one's not spinning. Just kidding, the ball's
These
spinning.
two,
Yeah.
I have much greater confidence in because this one just has that little beater bar.
Oh, yeah.
And see how it's,
It's already catching.
yeah, the Keto Chow is freezing to the side.
Oh. It moved the lid. But I wonder too if maybe we should do this with almond milk and see if it's any different than water. Will it freeze like the water does? Oh yeah, there's a nice little spatula thingy.
This came with, I don't remember which one.
Uh-oh.
I have photos showing.
Look at this. Look at how it's freezing right there. Wow, that's nice.
And it's cutting it off.
That's cool.
This one isn't quite as close. This one seems to be doing a better job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one's not close. It's kind of doing the same thing. And the Keto Chow that we had was in... Oh, can I see it better from that angle? I actually can't see it now.
Hold on a second. Maybe I don't have this seated
correctly. Well, and that's one thing you have to kind of mess with the ice cream makers too, because if it's not on right, you're just going to sit and churn forever. Because that started moving.
Interesting.
I guess we'll see. Well, it looks like it's freezing to the sides still.
Yeah.
The same. And these were already cold. You made these yesterday, the Keto Chow.
So the Keto Chow I mixed up yesterday.
Yeah.
And and the all of the freezy things I put into the freezer on Friday night.
Oh, look how much that's freezing so quickly.
Holy cow.
And then how long has that been? What does that say? 6 minutes? That's been 6 minutes, and that is totally like already just about ice cream. Wow, that's super fast.
I'm really impressed actually.
And this white guy, and this tealy. I love the colors. I'm so glad that people like these colors. They're so fun. This one's looking pretty icy too. But these all of these you had to freeze the bowls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had to freeze the bowls, and you want to make sure that the stuff going into it is cold as well.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that one. Well, this one is pretty. Nope, not as much. But that metal. Oops, sorry. I'm looking at it more than the camera is looking at it. The plastic paddle is. You can just tell it's kind of moving a little bit, like it's getting stuck. So.
It's interesting how this one, it's like more icy.
Yeah, which is super yummy. Look at that, that's so awesome.
And of course on the compressed ones.
This still looks like it's doing nothing. But it could just be compared to this one that's doing all the things.
That one just seems like a tighter fit.
Yeah.
So it's scraping the sides better.
Tighter fit, and then it's also like it's pretty tall bowl, and so more of it is cold, I'd say. And then these ones over here that just look like normal because it just takes a long time to churn.
Now, the cool thing about these is you can make a batch, then make a batch, then make a batch, then make a batch.
Yeah.
So these both should be able to just do one right after the other. With the bowl ones, that bowl makes one batch.
I do like, I mean, you can kind of tell the footprint of this. Like if you push it back under the countertop, see how much counter it takes up. I mean, that's not very much like countertop compared to, I mean, this one is similar. It doesn't look like it's that different, but.
Now our other winter one that we have at the office is about
considerably
this big.
bigger. Yeah. So maybe this is an improvement upon the other one.
It's possible.
Okay, there you go.
We're gonna let these run for a bit. We're 13 minutes in. This one is effectively done. Like,
oh my gosh, yeah, that's totally
it's done.
13 minutes on this white one, Cuisinart, the freezer bowl. Nice.
Problem is, whoop.
Oh my gosh, that one's spinning out of control.
Sure is. Okay. Problem is, you can't leave it in here,
Oh.
or else it'll stick.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, that's going to stay frozen. The sides
Yes.
are going to stay frozen, so you're going to have to scrape it out. I mean, I guess you could sit for a long time.
So anything that's here on the bottom,
Yeah, it's gonna
stay there until it's done.
Until the whole freezer bowl is thawed out.
The number one thing you never want to do with these freezer bowls is put them in a dishwasher. The number two thing you never want to do is to wash them in hot water. If you do that, they will not work anymore. They'll be done.
What is that? That happens. It just doesn't freeze like it's supposed to anymore.
Yeah, it won't freeze.
Oh, okay. Well, that looks really good.
Oh, that one.
Oh, it stopped.
It sure did.
Oh, it's sticking to the sides too much. Oh, this has a shadow in the way now. Okay, but this one's looking good. This little baby. The dash is looking good. Look at it, Chris.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's evaluate this one right now because the other ones aren't ready yet.
Okay.
So it did a pretty good job.
Tastes like Keto Chow ice cream.
Pretty smooth. So compared to other ones that I've had, I'd say this is probably 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Well, and the fact that it got done in 15 minutes was good.
Super fast.
Yes. Oh, here goes that one again. Okay, well now you know, guys, this keeps coming undone. I think it's because the sides are freezing and the paddles aren't strong enough to scrape the freezing stuff. And that could just be Keto Chow for regular, like for keto ice cream and stuff, I bet it would still work. It's probably because the water in the Keto Chow is freezing to the sides and it's not staying. Which is, it's interesting too that it spins. Okay, so it's spinning this way.
Oh, it seems like it reverses
if you look
direction.
at this, like you have to click the lid in the opposite way of it that it spins.
Yeah.
And so if it clicked in this way, it would reinforce it being clicked. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, looks good. How are these other ones doing?
So,
well, that one's looking good. It's
it's
freezing.
got a much thicker layer on the outside.
Yeah, it really does. And that's a Cuisinart too.
Yeah. Now, this one is supposed to be like $50 more than that one. But for some reason, they were the same price on Amazon.
Oh.
But overall, I'm liking this one a lot better. It's just doing a much better job.
That one looks prettier though.
True.
What about these babies? Oh, the drawer is open. Okay, here's the Cuisinart, that's ours with the compressor. Still doesn't look like it's doing much.
It's still trying to cool off.
Yep.
Oddly enough, the second batch that you do of the
it goes way
ones,
faster.
A lot faster.
Yeah, sorry, I keep not holding it back far enough. So so that one looks the same. This one looks the same. So the thing is, with these two, is you don't have to have any cold stuff ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like that's what's so cool about them. It takes longer because it's not cold, but you don't have to have a freezer bowl.
Yeah. And you can buy multiple of these things.
Yeah.
Like at work, we actually have 3, well, it's of these things, 3 of the bowls and 2 of the paddles.
Yeah.
So one person can take one out and another person can pop it in, and the second one goes really fast. So.
Okay. There we go. You want?
While we're waiting, one other thing I'd like to point out about this one is, if you scraped it out right, you could do another batch in here.
Yeah.
It'd be a little difficult, but you could totally pull it off.
Well, I wonder if you didn't scrape it out, if it wouldn't freeze very well because it had to build up on the side.
Yeah.
So that might be. Oh, look at this is.
Yeah, this one's doing a lot better.
Now.
I think I didn't have it set in there.
Okay.
Like there are 3 points that you have to get locked in. That one's going pretty good as well.
Pretty good.
How's the dash look?
Yeah, I'll look closer at it. Ooh, that looks good. That's like slushy. You can eat that right now.
Yeah.
But then you still have the other half. Oh, look, there's little side things.
Yeah. Just keep it from twisting.
Okay,
now here's the thing. This is we didn't put very much in there.
Oh yeah, that's not very much at all.
Like that's what, a fourth, maybe a fifth.
I mean, that would really be like a nice little ice cream, especially if you didn't have a lot of storage. Like this wouldn't store. I mean, it's tiny. You can fit that in like the door of your freezer.
Yeah.
The bowl part, and the bowl is this, and then this is a cup.
This is a cup to hold it.
Goes into it. So this is somewhere, and this is in your freezer. Like that's little storage at all. So any of these tiny ones, if they work well, if you don't have a very big kitchen, I mean, that's awesome.
Yep. Oh, still doing pretty good.
Still looking good. Look how fast this is melting.
Should get Haley up here and have her eat it.
I can just go take it to her.
Okay. Goodbye, pistachio ice cream. "28-minute check-in. Let's see
Okay.
how things are going."
Look at this little guy first. Oh my gosh, look
It's
how
almost
yummy
done.
that looks. Ooh.
That one will
Keep going.
probably be done pretty soon.
It has turned a little bit. This one looks really good. 28 minutes. It's got condensation on the side. So.
Not very much though.
Yeah.
If we were in Texas, there'd be like a quarter-inch
Yeah,
of
water
frost.
on the counter.
This one is looking really
Okay, so
good.
you probably just didn't have it the lid seated
Yes.
correctly. So, but it is still doing good. And then there's this one still
Yep,
frozen.
This one's gonna be frozen for a long
That's
time.
the one we gave to Haley. And then look at this. Ooh,
That's
that looks
really
really
going
good.
well.
That's turning really nicely. I wonder how well it'll scrape off the sides because it looks like it's still soft on the side. If you can look in there, it kind of looks soft still.
I think on the sides it's frozen solid, just like this other one.
Yeah, probably. But that does look nice.
And that's, I think, strawberry. I think this is banana, more pistachio, and that's root beer. Let's check out over here.
Oh, this looks like normal. So you can see how minimal the amount of frozen stuff to the side it is in these guys. So you still have to scrape it off, but then the nice thing is you just take the thing out and it's not frozen.
And then it melts,
And then you can get every
and
last
it's like
bite.
a second wind. Yummy.
Yeah. So, this one looks really good too. Look at this tiny little lid.
Yeah.
So cute.
I think this is banana, but this one is
Yeah.
doing really well also.
That does look really. I mean, you could just about eat that right now
Because none of these all make soft serve.
Yeah, you don't want it to be super hard anyway. So yeah, I would call these done. I guess we'd go a little bit longer.
I usually go quite a bit longer on these.
That is going to get lost though.
No, because it's chained on.
I know, but if this gets undone, you have no top, which doesn't really matter, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's pull out the dash over here. You want to grab one of the bowls? It's still going. Turn it off.
Oh yeah, duh. I like doing things the hard way.
And you're going to want to scrape that as quickly as you can.
Oh, okay.
No, this.
Sorry. No, you're making it worse.
It got turned back on again. I'm so sorry.
Honey, I had it under control. Oh yeah, that's definitely. You can't see it because you come on the other side.
Okay.
There we go. Because I'm not left-handed. So yeah, it's definitely frozen in here on the sides. But with the dash being so small, like if you sat here and ate this,
Let's pour more in.
oh, okay, yeah, let's do that. And maybe that's what you could do. Just eat some of it and then churn some more.
Yeah.
So this is after 31 minutes.
Yep.
And that bottom is frozen. I'm still seeing the bottom though. Okay, so pour more in.
Yep. You don't even have to clean off the beater bar.
I'll just put that in there. How high did you fill it?
To about right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So that grew a lot. Okay, now we can turn it on again. That was lovely.
Yeah, do a
Okay,
thing.
well that looks really good. I mean, look at it. It's a good Keto Chow ice cream consistency. They're melting fast and
Yeah.
it's good. You wanna take
How's
it?
the mouth? Yeah, let's check it out. Check it out.
Get a little bit more on there.
There's the better frozen part on there.
Yeah. Wow.
It's icy.
It tastes like Keto Chow ice cream.
Yeah. The consistency isn't my favorite though. It's not as smooth. Maybe if if it goes longer, I don't know.
I think it's great.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's not terrible. I'd say on a scale of like 1 to 10, I'd say maybe a 4 or a 5.
I think it's exactly the same.
Nah.
Yes! It's cold. It's icy. It's Keto Chow.
It's also
melty.
root beer and it's delicious.
It's melty. Do you want to pull this one out or do you want to let it go a little more?
Well, I'll let those ones go a little bit longer. That one, I really like the look of it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
And I think I said this before. None of these are going to make hard ice cream.
Yeah.
Keto Chow does it only makes soft serve. And you don't want to stick it in the freezer and let it harden up.
Yeah, it melts super fast. I could stick this in the freezer and clean up the ice cream bowls and stuff and then come back and still it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't stick it in there for all day or it's going to turn hard like
it's going to turn into a solid rock.
Yeah. How's this one? Ooh, that one looks done. That's totally done. Look at that.
I usually go longer than that.
Yeah, you always like it harder than I do, though.
Try it? Strawberry.
That's smooth. Right?
It's still kind of got icy chunks, but it's good.
I think it was smoother than that one now that I tasted it.
Yeah. Oh, see this one?
Yeah, that one's...
That's getting closer.
Because it's not moving around anymore. It's getting
Yeah, it's kind of going around the sides. This guy right here, that is interesting.
I love it. It's so cute.
All right.
And the other thing is we don't put the bowls, the metal bowls, into the dishwasher.
Oh, the aluminum.
I can put
yeah.
the lid in there, but I just wash them all by hand.
You never want to put aluminum in the dishwasher. It turns it black.
Put that in the dishwasher. So we just wash it, and then we just rinse off the lids too, and just put it back in the thing real fast.
Let me see. You want it? I'm thinking this one might be
take
done.
That one out. Well,
So we're at 35 minutes.
You want me to pull it out?
Just power. It's a little less noisy in here.
Yeah, just a little. Okay, so this is how I do it.
Yeah, just
You
pull
the whole thing out.
it. Shove it to the side.
Shove it to the side. Well, usually I don't do that. And then it just comes out in one thing. Oh, see, it's not quite as frozen as you like.
Yeah.
So when Chris
Oh,
usually...
this right here, that's the best part.
Because it's
Oh, that
kinda
is
hard
so
and
smooth. Oh, man.
Crispy. Hard.
Well, it has really tiny ice crystals.
Ah.
Good ice cream is defined by very small ice crystals.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, literally, that's what it is. It's air and ice crystals.
Okay.
So,
yeah, this is how we do, and then I just like set it on the side and kind of pull it out, and
Yeah.
then we'll get all of it out. See how it's so frozen. It would be better if it was a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But then we just sit the bowl next to us while we eat the big bowl,
yep.
and then we'll just pull the sides off. So because you can kind of like scrape the sides a little bit, but if you wait just like 5 minutes, then you can get these ice crystals that are on the side, and they're yummy.
Yep.
So there's that.
Okay. Well, this one I think is ready to pull out too. Look at this.
Oh, that's totally changed in just
So-
the time I was doing this.
Well, let's try that really quick. Let's try the.
Throw this in there. Are you gonna try it?
Yeah.
With the dishes in the background.
Yep.
Here.
Root beer makes such good ice cream. It's insane. Look at how much. Look at how much more volume there is
Look
too.
how tall that is.
It's more airy.
Yeah.
The other
compared to
one.
Well, and
We lost some of the volume too. Okay.
Want me to pull this one out?
Yeah.
Let me grab a bowl. We'll do the same thing with this. Just pull it out. Ooh. Oh, see how long and skinny that guy is?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Just pull the whole thing out. This is our first experience with this one.
Oh man, almost lost it.
Oh.
Did you know it was 2 pieces?
Yeah.
I guess you put it together. I didn't. You gonna taste it and leave me with no spoon?
That's pretty good.
Is it as airy? It feels like it's just as frozen as
This, I think it would be the same as that Cuisinart and the other Winter.
Yeah.
I'd give it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them stopped. What is it? This one did. Okay. This Cuisinart is done. We're gonna have to pull that out. One-handed.
This is a little bit hard. This one over here.
Okay.
Chop out because it's not very good paddle. Like in this century, it's hard to get out.
Oh, man.
Here, let me help you. 1 second.
It's frozen. You're gonna need to pull it out right now.
Sorry, my hands are messy. Oh man.
All right, we'll be back. Hey, we're back. We got it out. Okay, so don't leave it until it freezes.
Yeah, well, and look at this. Like, you can't.
There's a lot.
You're not going to be
in
able to
there.
get that out.
It's going to be hours.
It's going to scrape
It'll be hours before you can get that out.
because it's the freezer bowl. That's the thing.
Yeah, you basically have to let it thaw.
But then once you let it thaw, you rinse it off, right? And then.
With cold water.
Yep. And then you just put it back in your freezer.
Yes.
And it's dry, right?
Yep. You want to get that out?
Did I scrape that?
I think you're fine.
Okay, yeah.
So let's see.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow,
Let's see how the
smooth.
consistency of this one is. I have some high hopes.
Yeah, I really like this thing. I kind of wish it had like a handle right here because it was difficult to pull out. So I think if it had a different way to pull it out, and maybe just because it's keto chow, so it's so much water. What do you think about the consistency?
I'd say a 7. Maybe an
It
8.
does have some like different chunks in it.
Yeah. Oh, how was this guy?
I'm try it.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's not quite as good as that one was.
Smooth wise?
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a bit smoother. Also, it's root beer, which again just makes amazing ice cream.
How many keto chows do you think Taylor can eat?
I don't know. Oh, the other kids will be home too. So,
Yeah, we didn't even try getting it out there. I think this one's still the smoothest.
yeah, this one isn't far behind. This one isn't bad at all.
We're eating off of all of these spoons.
I know.
And so you can do the same thing with this one, like just let it sit there.
Yeah.
It is kind of annoying that there's a piece in the middle to work
Well,
around.
it prevents it from leaking.
That's nice.
Now, so this particular model, we have. I love how there's stuff in the bottom. One of the other of these, the bearings on the bottom failed, and so it leaks just a little bit. And if you don't notice that, like the one at the office was building up a little bit of mold.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is like crystally right here. Dye scraped off the side. That's the yummy stuff right there. Oh, I frozen my finger.
Okay.
Those guys are still churning.
Here's this guy.
Oh yeah, well, we should have ate it.
Well, we tasted it. It was okay.
Yeah. Thought it was good.
Yeah. So we're at 41 minutes in now. Oh, we forgot to check what time.
Whoops.
It's because it froze solid and just kind of.
Yeah. Well, it's still really good consistency. Like,
Yeah.
it's not frozen around the sides. And the thing is, with Keto Chow ice cream, it's Keto Chow. It's so much water. It's not going to be ice cream.
Yes, it's not going to be a traditional ice cream, but you can get
It's just
pretty
kinda
close.
fun, yeah. This is super sleek, though.
I still cannot believe how fast that one got
That was
done.
so fast.
It was amazing.
Is this the one that Carrie Brown recommends?
Yeah, that's the one that Carrie Brown. We did a giveaway with Carrie Brown with her cookbook, and that's the one
Yeah, we gave away.
Yep.
Well, and the thing is, look how small it is. I mean, it's going to store in a cupboard just fine.
Yep. Okay.
You know, we could leave the timer going and just see how long the freezer bowl takes to get
Yeah.
off.
Might as well.
And leave it off so that...
Sure. See how long it takes to thaw. Okay, well, we'll be back when these guys are ready. So this is interesting. It's not doing it now.
Not doing anything. There it goes.
So when it encounters resistance, it reverses direction.
That's why I keep taking the lid off.
Yeah.
It's totally fine again. it's going one way. So just this whole time it was turning back and forth. And now it's going all one direction again. So what it did was like scrape the stuff off the sides, and by going the opposite way, it kind of scraped it. Did you say this one did the same thing?
Yeah, it was doing the same thing.
Huh. That's cool.
It is cool.
Is this one still going? I wonder if the bowl's not cold enough anymore. Oh, and it's not in this thing anymore.
Yeah.
I wonder if the bowl's not cold enough. And this is hot.
Yeah, you may not be able to make 2 batches. And this is
It's not ice cream anymore.
it's melting.
Yeah, because it's been sitting here for, 30 minutes?
Yep. This is strawberry. So
There's no sign of melting these guys.
no, they're gonna take 4 or 5 hours to melt.
Oh, that's super annoying. Oh, here it
There
goes.
it goes.
There it goes.
Interesting.
Because it's still going super smooth.
Yep.
Does this have a little cover? Oh, no, it doesn't.
No, it's so that you can add in mix-ins at the very end.
Oh, cool. Oh, there it goes again. So cool. It is taking a lot longer. But
So we are right now at 47 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull these out. What do you say? We need one more bowl.
oh, okay.
You want to get it?
Yeah.
It's because the...
Which one do you pull out? One of two first.
let's do the little one first.
This one has a whole keto chow in it.
Yeah. Remember, you want to scrape the sides of the bowl first.
Yeah, I just want to get I don't know where to put the lid, I guess. Or the
There you go.
whole thing.
It's all together. That one doesn't have a separate bowl.
Oh my gosh, that's super heavy.
And it's kind of slick.
Yeah, because it's all wet.
It's all condensed.
Well, it's coming off pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, except that I got it all over the side. Oh, except for the bottom.
How thick is the bottom on there?
It's actually okay. It's about the same as the side. Really though, if you look at it, like this doesn't have that much left on the side, and I didn't have to scrape that hard. It was a little bit hard to hold when it was soaking wet. But can you see?
Oh yeah, it's pretty close.
It's not that
Nice.
bad. Plus it's so small, it'll probably thaw
You want to
sooner.
scrape this guy up?
Yeah. Let me put that down, sorry.
Sorry.
Take that from you. I wonder, like, for like washing, there's got to be a way you can just pop this off,
It
right?
comes right off.
Okay. Oh, that's a kind of mess. This is pistachio, you said?
Yeah, that's pistachio.
What do you think about that?
That one's actually pretty smooth. Wow, that's like a 7 or an 8.
It is melting very quickly.
It is. And like it's gonna get all over the place really soon.
Well,
That's one problem. You don't realize how much volume is in a
Sorry,
thing of
so
Keto
good.
Chow ice cream.
good. That is so cool.
It's really cool.
Well,
It's kind of freaky.
freezer for a second.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, so we're at
this
50
is warm
minutes.
too. Okay, this one's
super-
a little warm. This one's warm. This little dash is kind of warm too. So
That's not
they're
bad.
just getting a little hot. Doing all the
Yep.
work.
Oh, it's done. It's done. It done. Turn it off. Oh, you turned it off.
That's
Never
why
mind.
I said it.
That's why it's done.
That's turned on. Oh my gosh.
You have to. There you go.
Oh, the thing popped out into
Sure
the.
did. Yeah, you want to get that scrapey.
Okay. So that one actually is really smooth too. I mean, it's gonna come out real well.
Wow, look at that.
Good. And this came out just as good as that other one. This is a dash. And that
Yep.
one's a, what's it called?
Nostalgia.
Is the nostalgia a knockoff of the dash? Oh, that's coming off the bottom. Oh, it's scraped. Look, I scraped the bottom. So whoever we give this away to is going to have scraped bottom from us.
That's coming out pretty clean.
Yeah.
I'm
And look how thick it is. It's just like the Cuisinart. I mean, it's so high. It's coming out clean. But you can see where I scraped the bottom with the spoon.
Yeah.
Can you see that? That's, you know, you're eating that. Oh, stuck to my shirt.
Yeah, stick that back
This
in
is
here.
banana.
Yep, that's banana. You're gonna have the stuff that you scraped.
That's what I want to taste.
Oh, I want to taste some of that. Right there. And we're at 52 minutes. That's really good. Like, that's an 8 or a 9, I think.
I think so too.
That's as good as the ones that were done with the compressor.
Look at this. How it came off.
Yeah.
And this is keeping the condensing. Like, that's going to keep it even cooler. Whereas this is just its own little baby.
Yeah. This takes up a lot more space in the freezer.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, it's almost the same size as these two.
Yep.
But these two are faster.
Honestly, this one I think did a better job.
Of all of them, yeah.
Yeah. This one would probably be my second favorite of the non-condenser. Yeah, the freezing bowl. This is my favorite. Second favorite. Third favorite. I think.
I think you can't do two because it has.
I don't think you can do it either. I'll leave it in there for a while. This one was kind of a disappointment, and maybe it just wasn't lined up right.
It's gotta be like you could. This is almost thawed. I mean, feel it.
Oh wow!
It feels like liquid in there, so it's probably just totally thawed. But if you had two bowls parts, you could get that out.
You'd just buy 2 of those.
That's what I'm saying. Then you had
But you still are only doing a third of a keto chow each time.
yeah, which would be nice for like a dessert if you wanted to.
Can't believe how much volume is in this guy though.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like that is
I mean, it
nuts.
does have the paddle in it, but the paddle's
Yeah, but
not very
still,
big.
look at how high up above the rim that
It
is.
was nice that the paddle just came off and I didn't have to try to do
Yeah,
something
we should
with
get that scraped off.
it. Yeah.
And then put it in the freezer for the kids come home. All right, well, so that does it for the comparison of these ice cream makers. I'm really impressed, very impressed. I think this one, I don't remember how much that one cost. I'll probably throw it up on the screen right now. But very good price though. And the interesting thing is, I think Dash doesn't actually make this. I think it's made by somebody else and Dash rebrands it. Or other companies make an exact knockoff of that same one. So, right. We are out for now. So we're almost at the 2-hour mark at this point. And these are still frozen solid. That guy, oh, you know what? Oh, that one is not. That one is actually, that one's thawed. This one is starting to get soft. And that one is starting to soften up a bit too. So there you go. Looks like about 2 hours. So you can probably finally start to scrape these guys clean.